Back in November, the Rams lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Buccaneers. Can Tampa Bay sweep the series? The answer comes your way next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And he comes into this wildcard round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
To the air right away is Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On play action, now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 35. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the 1st half.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Cup. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown! Julio Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Mayfield now from the 50. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter #1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the gut, Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Hitting him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Akers. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Now Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd and 9. Brady caught by Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 2nd down and goal. Brady. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Chris Godwin, who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Mayfield down. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Kupp, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down, Mayfield.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. Akers back-to-back catches. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw, Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks like it should be a dandy, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. Powers through him. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams ready to go on offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Shaquille Barrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From midfield, here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady now on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Brady. Caught by Jones. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Succo. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 36, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield connecting with Kupp here on the out route. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive.
and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Yeah, he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Williams to return. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mayfield now from the 50. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Throwing is Brady on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
On the give, this is Akers.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
He'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Man open, here is Jones.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.